was a rumble in the jungle. Once I heard Dad was outside again counting birds, and Mama plugged in a nightlight, and I saw the queen of the world. Mama plugged in the nightlight, and I
Welcome
saw
to the Golden Hour Birth Podcast. I will be your host, Natalie.
And I'm your other host, Liz.
We're so excited to be here today to kind of just do a little intro to our birth podcast and kind of how we got here and why we are starting this. A big reason is we just wanted to create a big community of birth and healing and stories, to create like a community of women and birthing partners, where we can create a safe space to just share those and heal as we need to and create a collaborative experience.
And create a connection through our shared experiences. I know, having given birth, both of us, during the pandemic, I think we kind of lost out on a little bit of that community. So, this is our way of trying to create something that we kind of lost over the last couple of years. And just to help other moms, birthing people, partners find some comfort in our shared experiences. I know that when I was pregnant, just hearing other people's birth stories on other birth podcasts helped me find comfort, and knowing that other women were going through the same thing as me, being pregnant, giving birth in a pandemic, and just all the different things we go through.
Yeah. I know as I was planning to give birth and kind of approaching my due date, and I had friends of friends who were nearing theirs too. I was just I just wanted to bond over this. It's a beautiful thing. We're going through such a big life transition, and it's never going to help to have more people in your corner. Or never going to hurt to have more people in your corner.
It'll help, not hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, as you can tell, we're a little bit nervous. This is our first podcast, but we wanted to introduce ourselves a little bit. So I will start. We're both from St. Louis. I am a little bit older. I'm 39. I had my first baby when I was 37, I guess, and I just had my second this past year. So I met my husband, who is Natalie's husband's brother. They're not married to each other.
Blue for real.
I had lived abroad for a while. I had actually met Jason when I was in college. We met at a party, and when I moved back from living abroad for 6 years, I was on Tinder, and I saw this guy Jason. I was like, oh my God, I know him. I think I might have kissed him a little bit at this party. So when I saw him, I definitely wanted to connect, and we matched up. And I mean, we've been married almost 5 years now with 2 kids, and so that's a love story from Tinder. That could be another podcast. So I am I'm a paralegal. I'm not in the birthing community as, a medical professional or anything like that. So this is coming from a place of my own experiences from giving birth and just doing a lot of research for myself. And that is kind of my story. So, Natalie?
Yeah. So I'm Natalie, obviously. I am almost 29, and I've lived in St. Louis my whole life. I actually met Sam when I was in high school, and he was a soccer coach. We ended up connecting. Thank God I didn't make the soccer team. I got a job, and we ended up connecting at the same job. So we worked there and became friends, and then we reconnected in 2016 and kind of just fireworks flew. I've pretty much been obsessed with him, though, since the first time I met him. We can talk about that later. And we got married in 2019, so we're almost to the 3-year mark. We live in South City, and we have a 1-year-old, like literally like less than 20 days.
Oh my God.
We'll have a 1-year-old, Wesley.
Where did this year go?
I know. And I am a client relations specialist at a counseling space here in St. Louis, which I really enjoy. And again, kind of like Liz, I'm not a medical professional, just a person who is passionate about birth and birth stories and experiences. And yeah, me and Liz first bonded over our love of travel because I lived abroad in Australia for a few months, and right after Sam and I started dating, so we bonded over that. And then once Liz announced to her family her pregnancy in 2018, 2018, we just pretty much bonded over that even more, and her natural birth approach and my obsession, we kind of hit it off, and this kind of came to life. I remember mentioning it, and then we both got pregnant with my first and her second. And like I mentioned the podcast, and then we're just like, oh my God, this is too much with 2 new babies on the way. And so here we are, almost like a year and a half later.
Yeah, we had lots of ideas then, but babies got in the way. But now we're kind of, Vivian's now 15 months and Wesley's almost a year. So everyone knows how crazy that first year is with a newborn.
And the milestones and everything else.
It's like, oh, we can finally breathe now. Oh, I'm my own person. I can actually pursue my own
avenues.
Dreams. Yeah.
So this is obviously our intro. Our next podcast will be about like maybe an hour long. It's going to kick off Liz's first child, Arthur's birth story, and then we'll go to mine with Wes, and then we'll go back to Liz's for her second. After that, we would, we're going to definitely have some friends on to share their birth stories. We would love to eventually have some doulas on, and fertility awareness specialists.
And partners too.
Yeah, partners.
We definitely want to get some partner experiences as well, because you guys are the rocks that we lean on. And I was just talking to Jason about this the other day, like how hard is it just watching the person you love in so much pain, and like you can't do anything about it. And
Sam always says that too.
It's just I would love to hear other people's stories too, just from all the different perspectives.
Yeah, definitely. Sam asked me the other day, like, in this first year of life, of Wesley's life, what are you most grateful for? I'm like, the laughs, the giggles. He's so funny. And Sam's like, I'm most thankful for you and how you brought him into this world. I'm like,
oh my God,
thank you.
That's really sweet. Oh.
So if you have any questions, you know that we're here via Instagram at the Golden Hour Birth Podcast. Email is info@thegoldenhourbirthpodcast.
And if you want to share your story, please send us an email or, find us on Instagram to let us know. And we will hopefully have a lot of stories on here. Mm-hmm. It's going to be exciting.
We're so excited.
Yeah.
We also just want to give a shout out to our intro song, Donnie Rogers. You can find him on Bandcamp. He made this beautiful song when he became a father on March 4th with his son. So we're super excited to showcase that beautiful song he made.
Yeah, and there will be a link to that song in our show notes as well. And we'll have some other links to our Instagram and our website as well, which we're going to be sharing some blogs. And you'll be able to find our podcast on there too. And then we'll be on Apple Music, and we'll be on our podcast, whatever it's called, and Spotify, and wherever you listen to podcasts. So we're super excited.
Thanks so much. We'll see you later.